Okay guys, now we'll see like how to do asynchronous in Express, like how to build a asynchronous routes. So basically what should we do to make it asynchronous? So like we need something which takes time, so I'll fetch something. So our normal fetch is JSON placeholder, what we used before also, and I'll say slash users, like normal 10 users data, nothing much. So what I'll say on app.get, on get route, and we'll have a request comma response, just fetch, and here we'll typically give the route, copy, and here we'll say constant URL. This, it's better to give the URL apart, so that's why it doesn't get big. Okay, URL. So after that I'll say res dot, like normal res dot send, done. Okay, nothing much. Let's just see how it's work. I'll go to same postman, and you can see it's running on node 1. If I hit it, we got a error, fetch is not defined. But how? In JavaScript, in the front-end JavaScript of the browser vanilla, we were using it, but how come it's not here? Because that fetch was a part of window object, not of the your JavaScript. That's why it was asynchronous by default, and JavaScript is synchronous. So we have to install fetch from like npm. So we'll install npm install node fetch. There are other also like Axios and stuff, but we'll see at a later point of time. And Axios is like pretty much popular and used, that only. And node fetch got installed, and again we'll just install nodeapp.js. Now we'll have to acquire also is install. We'll say fetch equals to require node fetch. See, normal. Now if I send, done. So everything is getting done. Now suppose I am sending here constant data fetch URL, and here I'm sending return whatever data I get, just return it here. Normal, nothing much. Hit it, we get empty. Why? Because this is still being fetched. This is not in the fetching state, like it's still being fetched. I put a asynchronous here, and I'll say await. So what it means, it will come here and say await. So it will wait on this line until this line is completed. When this line is completed, then only it will move to the next line. Save it, send. Now we got the size and timeout, basic. But if you go to this URL, this is the only URL. We are getting so much of data. So now we have to convert in like JSON also. So we'll say constant res equals to data dot JSON. Okay, normal, send. Okay, it's not got reload. Okay, res has already been request. Yeah, I'll say response, and here I'll say send response. Okay guys, and everything's fine. Now if I hit it, we'll get still empty. Now at least previously we were getting something, now it's totally empty because it's taking time to convert also. So we'll say await till it get in the proper way. Now see, we got the whole data, whatever data we have, we got all. And it may take time, how many doesn't matter. Like suppose I will fetch, let make it let, here also let. Okay guys, and I'll just copy it like 10 times. So keep on fetching 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay guys, save it. Let okay guys, so let me just remove firstly. Yeah, so let me just copy this part. Firstly remove the let. Now copy, paste, 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 and here I'll say let, here also let, save it. Now it's running, no fine. So now if I hit it, now it will keep on taking time. See, so much of time taken. And let me just copy it once more, paste it once more, paste it. After then only it will send the response till whole of your stuff is done. See, it's still sending you the data, like fetching the data, sorry. Now it got fetched. But you will be like, then what about other routes? But some other user is like requesting the route some other. So if I show you app.get, here I'll say get, okay, normal get, that's just a normal get. I'll say request comma response. Now here I'll say return res dot send, sorry, it's a send working. Okay, like working, I'm sending a text. Let me just make it, I don't know, yeah. Now I'll check it's running. Now if let me make say http get, okay guys, get it working. Now if I just give with this, it's still growing, and you can see it's working, and it was still in the fetching state. So it is not dependent on other routes. Like if other route is will still be on till this, like it will wait here and wait again, and you can see how many wait I have taken, like around 30 waits, some way random amount, but still this route was working. And it's not about this route. If there's any, like in this route only, if someone else have been send any request, then also it will have worked. And suppose here I'll say, what I'll say, post, and here I'll say app.use express.json. okay, now I'll just say if request.body, and I'll say, what I'll say, request.body data. If there is any data as send in JSON, just return res.send data working, like express working. Now this route will work on the post request, but if there is any in the body any data, then it will send the express working. So I'll hit the two routes at the same time. In one it will be basic, just it will await. In the second, I just want the data to be returned to check whether the still that route is working for 2% in the same time. So, and this will be like normal only, but this will be a post I'll make. This will be also post. So firstly, let me give some body, ray and JSON, and here I'll say data and whatever you wanna send. So I'll just send to, okay, send cannot post, it's not got reloaded. See, express working. Now I'll just hit it here, then directly go here to check. Okay guys, send. See, it's still working, and it's still, like after so much of time it came and it was still working. And let me just show you something again also. copy. But you shouldn't make something like that, but that's not a good practice. But for the teaching only, if I hit send, see express working, and it's still in the loading route, getting the data, fetching, changing to JSON, fetching, changing to JSON, and now we got the whole data. So this is how you can build an asynchronous. Just put async here. If you don't put, it will be an error because await is not without async. But in my knowledge, not confirmed, maybe after Node.js 16th version or so, there you can directly use await if you don't write async. I mean, I'm not sure of. You can just look into that. So this is how you can have a async request, and here also you can just put async await. And if you just normally put async await like this in this get route, suppose, so it doesn't matter because there is nothing to be waited. So let's just show you running. Now I'll just make it a get, and it will be a get request. See, data came back, and I have sent working because there is nothing to be waited, so it's unnecessary to write because it will not harm, but that's totally unnecessary. It may harm like a little bit because it has to check whether this data will take time to come, so like maybe some internal parts of the Node.js. So you can just remove where you don't need, and if you need it, just write it. So this is what about asynchronous express routes.